What's going on, Aquarius? It's Craft and Conjure with Aquarius Moon Tarot. Welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new here, I read tarot, Lenormand, oracle, so forth and so on. So if that's your thing, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell and join the family. This reading goes out to the whole collective. Sun, Moon, and Rising with a bit of Venus. A couple singles, men and women. Alright, so let's jump into it. See what we got for openers. Well, I should say opening energy, even though it's fluid. Oh boy. Hopefully your birthday is treating you well. Happy birthday to those that are celebrating. Hopefully Aquarius season is treating you well. For those into numerology, look into the number 5, 10, 7, 3, 2, and 9. Opening energy. The Rainbow Prince, the Dragon's Duel, the Eagle King. Now, the Rainbow Prince to me has always had a very angelic flow, an angelic connection to music, to vibration, to light, so forth and so on. And it's about compensation and perseverance. The number is 26 for those into numerology. Many of you might feel that you are getting shafted by the universe, or things really aren't flowing the way that you want them to. Well, it also might feel that you're being stripped away of things that you love and care about, but the universe is kind of telling you that you're holding on to it too tightly, that you need to let go of things that no longer serve you. It's a pruning, it's not comfortable. But by you actually allowing it to happen and engaging with perseverance, you'll be compensated deeper understanding, as well as quite a few of you will know how, or will learn how, or already have, so forth and so on, to see auras. So if you do see auras after this pruning, so forth and so on, you can expect an amplification of that ability. Because, yeah, the Dragon's Duel is about that inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. Maybe a few of you feel that your morals are really being tested for 2020. There's a lot of inner conflict, the as above, the so below, the heart-mind conflict. Perhaps a few of you are Leo sun, or maybe a Leo moon and an Aquarius sun, or Aquarius rising. You know, you get that inner sun-moon conflict thing going on, the mind and heart. You have to allow the pruning to go forth and to continue to help. Your morals are pretty much in the right place. Maybe a few of you might be faced with yourself, faced with having to see what is really morally sound to you now, or what you're just trying to hold on to from maybe family, tradition, so forth, so on, past teachings. I'm sensing that quite a few of you are going to be pruned of those teachings, that a piece of yourself is pulling that aspect away from the logic and leading it more towards the heart space. And this is causing your heart space to project things that you need to work on for yourself, or things that you once thought to be true that are no longer true, that are holding you back. So follow your heart with the pruning, because the heart won't lie. The heart knows morals. The heart wants to heal and love. The mind at times can systematically get the job done, but it's kind of very logical, and it can be bad sometimes. The Eagle King. This is all about pretty much petitioning the angels, ancestors, so forth and so on, gods, goddesses, for help, reaching out, praying, letting them show you the bigger picture and how the bigger picture works through your life. Now, the reason the angelic help pops in, because, think of the micro, macro. We're on the micro level. Our brains are micro. They're macro. So they see the bigger picture, and they see it across many different frequencies, many different planes, many this is, many that. Time is, we have our own little world, but it's really not how it really works in their realm. You see where I'm going with it? They're going to help you see the big picture, but you have to be okay with relying on them and entrusting them, okay? Let's jump into the tarot real quick. Spirits, guys, goddesses, what do we have for the Aquas, Sun, Moon, and Rising? I heard meditation. Maybe meditation might be good for a few of you. And though a few of you are grinding, at the same time, it's kind of human, sorry. At the same time, you might be working a little too hard. And I saw that in the Three of Pentacles. You know, the Three of Pentacles is progress. The Three of Pentacles is growth. But also with this one, he looks like he's tiring himself to the ground trying to achieve that. And you are achieving it. But remember, you have to take a break. You have to have some time for yourself to replenish and to make sure you don't overload. Because if you overload, then you're really no good, period. You know? All right, you pretty much are about to go into another cycle. Not so much astrological, just like spiritual growth, so forth and so on. I'm sensing that I'm sensing that a lot of aquas are going through spiritual transformation. Oh God, what the hell? Spiritual transformations, so forth and so on. You know, and you have the knowledge of the world. You know, you went through it, and you're jumping into the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands this go around. What I'm picking up is you have two passionately creative ideas that you want to bring forth, and you're kind of hanging back right now, you know, with the world in your hands. You already have the understanding, because remember, the world plus the world. So you already have the knowledge of the previous world. So you're ready. You're just sitting back with two wands. It's like, okay, I know how I'm going to pull it off. What I'm picking up is you're ready to step forth and do that. You are ready to go forth and to bring something else into fruition and into manifestation, but also by working with the energy of the previous cycle, the wisdom, the knowledge that you gained, so forth and so on. Maybe if you work with the spiritual realm on a spirit evocation or invocation or transvocation, then maybe you might bring some of those spirits forth that worked with you in the past experiences, the knowledge, the ancestors, deities, gods, goddesses, so forth and so on. And that's a good thing. I'm hearing that for a few of you that have familiars, pay attention to them. They're trying to tell you something. They're really trying to tell you something. So pay attention to them so they can relate to you the message. Also, I'm hearing that if you have a familiar that keeps getting in your way when you're attempting to do a magical working, such as maybe, let's keep it real, maybe a baneful working or something of that nature in a defensive manner, and your familiar stops you, take that message from your familiar to chill. All right, somewhere between chill and familiar, the cards got twisted. All right. Ooh. Okay, which one's first? All right, cool, thank you. All right, now we have the shadow side, Aquarius. The shadow side is pretty much like the devil, the vices, so forth and so on. But I'm not picking up vices, etc., etc., etc. What I am picking up is that some fears are needed to be faced. It's time for you to face some fears, because these fears in reality are holding you back from the Ten of Cups. Do you remember when we went to the Eagle King earlier? That will be a good time to call to the Eagle King in order to help you face your fears and or shadow self. I'm hearing that a few of you need to get into some meditation, and I heard that a few of you, it's okay to talk to somebody about what bugs you, and again, to reach out to those that you care about and those that care about you. A big part of what is bugging you in reality is just past memories. Think of distorted energy patterns. Memories, emotions are energy at the end of the day. So if you're having some bad emotions, some bad memories, so forth and so on, think of distorted energy or memory patterns that you can easily purge by working through, so forth, and parts work. You know, your brain can be compartmentalized into so many things, and you can look up parts therapy. It's very interesting and very fascinating, but you can do it yourself. Pretty much just by working through it, engaging the emotions and the shadow side and whatever it is that bugs you. Looking at Carl Jung also, that's a good one to look into, because when you start to face these fears and come forth and really start to work on these distorted energy patterns, memories, so forth and so on, that bring you pain and sadness, then you can actually end up landing your Ten of Cups, which is an emotional happiness, completion, divine union between the masculine and feminine within self, or divine union between the masculine and feminine for those that are in a relationship. If you have a family, happy family. If I'm hearing